Hello and welcome to the Fullerton College Printing Technologies Department. I am Professor Ben Hewitt and you are now in the Prepress Combined course. What that means is if you're in Print 75 or Print 77, we'll be meeting together as they both cover the same lecture topics, although there is sometimes some differentiation in project. This is the spring semester of the course, and if you wish to go through the entire uh, pre-press training that we offer, you'll want to take a fall section as well as we cover different halves of the material provided by the Printing Industries of America Association, the PIA. Certification is available if anybody wants to take their test. That's a nice little badge to have that you can flash out on resumes and help you in the competitive job markets. Anyways, I'll give you a quick show around of things that we do here. I am unfortunately, let's go ahead and do this for you, not exactly on campus myself right now. Hi from my bedroom. Let's go back to campus. Oh wait, that's my survival bunker. Let's go back to campus. This might do. I don't mind this one. We'll be here. Anyways, as long as I don't get force choked, we'll carry on from the Star Destroyer. So as you may have noticed, we're not on campus right now. When I originally scheduled the class, there was hope that we might be on campus. We might be able to do a more of a hybrid course with some online and some in lab in person. There may still be the option that I will try hard and fight for, that we can come in and do a little bit of production together, although we're not going to be able to have a regularly scheduled time at this time, as we scheduled these back in the fall before the huge upswing in coronavirus cases hit over the holidays. So anyways, didn't know exactly what was going to happen. It could either have been a era of hope and renewed openness in our society, or it could have been an era of increased disease infection. And unfortunately, it's the latter at this time. But with vaccines coming out and with things potentially getting much better soon, I have good hope that we'll be able to come in and do some stuff together. Because to me, honestly, and probably to you too, that's the fun part. We're here because we like making things. At least I am. So here's a bit more about how we'll work through our Canvas shell of our course. This is showing last semester's. Ours is not fully populated yet. Apologies, I'm still getting the system to work this semester. It will all be up very soon. So every week, if you look at the home page to our class, there will be modules for each week, talking about what topic we're going to do. In the module, we'll have different pieces inside. For instance, I'm assuming you may have already found this if you're watching this video, because it'll be under the Welcome tab, and I'll have embedded the videos as much as possible into these so you can find them. There will be the lectures. For us, it's called PIA training because that's who provided the curriculum that we are following, because this is industry standard pre-press training that can help you succeed in file preparation and correction for industrial output. So in these will be our lectures. I may clean up the design this semester, and instead of having part 1, 2, and 3 as separate pages in Canvas, it may all be in a single one page with 3 videos inside. I suppose when we meet in person, I can ask you your opinions on that, because I want this to work for you guys as much as I want to make something that's nice. There will also be tutorial videos for the different projects we work on that show you how to do things the way I do them. The way I do things is by no means the end all be all in pre-press or graphics. It's the way that I have found. One of the things I have noticed through my years in industry is that with things like the Adobe Creative Cloud, yeah, it's the cloud now. I still want to say suite because I'm kind of old, but with the Adobe programs, there are so many features, so many functions, and even so many people who program them that I really doubt any one person knows all of the functions. And I've often found that people have their own idiosyncratic ways of achieving things. And as my dad always says, it doesn't really matter what order you mow the lawn in, so long as the entire lawn is mowed. So as long as the processes you do are not causing any unforeseen consequences or weird side effects to your graphics or output, then your methods are just as good as mine and sometimes better. I do ask, though, that if you find ways of doing things that I don't already do, inform me about them, because I'm always still learning about this too. There are so many things out there that I would like to know. And I think wanting to know everything is one of those things that turns you into an anime villain. So just watch out in the future in case I ever go the way of anime villain. Bad things could happen. I think you turn into some sort of giant slime monster most of the time. That's in my 5-year plan, at least. Oh, Yeah, that. In both our sections, there's the syllabus tab in our shell, which will take us to the syllabus of each class. If you click on that, it will open up. And I don't know if this is showing on your screen, so I'm going to pause and make sure that it is. Fun fact, in case you're wondering what just happened there, it turns out that the program I'm using to record these messages for you and these videos shares the same keyboard shortcut as Firefox for opening a private window for me trying to pause and unpause the recording. So if those ever pop up in the middle, you'll know it's me not realizing that I'm clicked into the wrong window when I do my Command Shift P, which has other meanings, of course, in Adobe's Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. It's one of my favorite shortcuts over there too. There's only so many keys on the keyboard and only so many combinations out there. I think it's one of the reasons they haven't yet combined Illustrator and InDesign is there's just not enough keyboard commands available to do all the different functions. They have to be separate programs, or I don't know what they do. Plug in a second keyboard with all Greek characters or something. Dude, I want that. Anyways, the syllabus is findable. You'll see at this point, our location is going to be set to your kitchen table. That's adjustable. You can work in your bedrooms, the office if you have one, cars, wherever you can get some peace. Fair warning, I have 2 kids living at home with me here. Remember that work from home means live at work, and every day is bring your daughter to work day. So my older daughter is 4.5. My younger one is 1.5. If you ever hear in my videos or in our live meetups sounds of delight and squealing and giggling, screaming, playing sounds, sounds of anger and tantrum, that's just the world I live in now. You guys may have similar challenges. I'm not going to hold them against you. That would be the most hypocritical thing ever. How dare your child make noise while mine's screaming in the background? Note that in the mornings, there is a preschool that happens in my house because of COVID. So there may be some preschooling going on. And that just means my wife is teaching my daughter, and one friend that we are bubbling with has sent a child with us as well. We're trying our best to keep safe here. So anyways, you'll be meeting at your kitchen table for the most part. I plan on giving you most of the lecture material and demos as asynchronous videos that you can watch at your own pace. Also owing to the fact that many of you have life sort of challenges in your personal lives, because there's now no divide at all between your personal life and your professional life and your student life. It's all the same life. You are one person living in one location with the same people around you making the same noises, no matter what it is you're doing. So if that is an issue for you and you're working around a kid's nap time, or if you are the caretaker of other members of your family or friends, I know many of you have responsibilities and you are taking care of people. You can do those at your own timing and your own pace. You can watch them at 2 a.m. if you like. I will have, from here out, course content available unless I have a problem, and I'll tell you. Pretty much every Monday, the week will have its course content up and loaded and ready for you to view and go through at your pace. And we will have 1 or 2 meetings live as this is, as a video conference on Zoom, where we can chat and discuss things. We'll talk about the projects we're working on. We'll see how you guys are doing on stuff, ask all sorts of questions, hopefully create some sort of community. One of the things I really miss beyond creating things is I miss the fun community aspect of being in our college together in the classrooms. I always enjoy the banter that we have in our classes. So we'll try to have some fun in our Zoom meetings as well to remind me of what I miss. Required things I want to throw at you real quick here. For this course, you need the Prepress Skills Training Workbook number 91413 by the PIA. That's available through our bookstore or on Amazon or elsewhere, or if you know anyone else who's taken the class, you can borrow it from there. If you are bubbling with or seeing people, you can share the book, and that is fine. If anyone has a problem getting these, let me know. There are a bunch on reserve at the library, and you can see them there, and I may be able to get a longer extended checkout to people as necessary as of now. Also, in one of those very strange, bizarro world things, words I never thought I'd say, but are true at our college. Oftentimes, for some reason, this book is cheaper through the bookstore than it is on Amazon. Weird, right? And I don't mean a little cheaper. I mean, you're talking like $100 at the bookstore or $400 to $600 on Amazon. It's kind of a rare book. Anyways, that'll be the book that we use. It'll have the self-study questions in it, and as well as the content the PIA wants us to know for certification and for just a good pre-press education. This particular semester, we will be going through sections 4 through 6. I really wish they could have just chapter named them, but I'll complain about that a bunch throughout the semester. Don't you worry. Just wait. I'll complain about it for you. A pica stick is a good thing to have. That's like a ruler that measures in picas, which is a printing measurement. Also, a loop would be a good thing if you can get one. A linen counter, it's also called. Small magnifier for inspecting print jobs. For the hopeful opportunity of meeting in person and doing some work in the lab, you will want a flash drive or a removable jump drive that you can bring your files in with. That will be important. Let's see what else I wanted to tell you about all this stuff. There's a lot of information down here about how the grades work. I just have points you can earn for completing projects and passing your little mini self-study quizzes. There will not be live production jobs. That is a typo. Whoops, I'll have to remove that from the syllabus and re-upload it because we're not doing any live jobs. We're not in the lab. How are we going to print things for people? And it's pretty standard percentages for A, B, C, D, and hopefully not the last option there. Extra credits available. It's illustrated here. Attendance, that means try to come to things online. If you desperately cannot make the time everyone else agrees on for things like our live Zoom things, you can earn participation by going through the course, watching the videos, and doing it as a correspondence course. And I will have some discussion boards you can also type onto a little bit less synchronously than needing to be there at a certain time. It's your job to drop if you need to before the appropriate dates to not get withdrawals or failures on your records, although the school has so far been extending their amnesty of the extended withdrawal if people need to duck out for personal life or health reasons. Field trips may happen. They may be virtual. They may be a field trip to our own campus for all you know. That's on there. Classroom conduct. Your computer, your lab, do what you want. If you want to eat Cheetos there with those disgusting orange fingers and get them on your pristine, beautiful keyboards and wreck your piece of industry equipment, it's up to you. It's not my computer this time. If we get to meet in person, you will not eat in my lab. Or where's the camera? You, that means you. Anyways, sorry. Internet use, if you're at home, don't share anything that shouldn't be shared. The general guideline on that type of content is think about, well, I don't have a picture in this computer. Darn, to call up easily. Think about, I guess, your own grandmother, but think about my grandma, the kindly old lady who lives in Connecticut. Think about her. Does she want to see what you're putting on your screen? If not, don't put it on your screen. Make grandma happy. Do her proud. Grandma Kiewit's a nice lady. Make her proud. Plagiarism, especially a problem with online teaching and online learning, although we're not doing a lot of writing assignments. You'll be creating things and working on more of a file type projects. I will not have a lot of writing assignments. And if I do have writing in them, I will let you know if it matters if it's your work or not. We're more concerned with how you typeset the words you are given than the words you write themselves. ADA, if you need any accommodation, if you have any extenuating life circumstances that cause you to have difficulties with reading or understanding things, or any sort of physical or mental limitations, the school will go to great lengths to ensure you have a fair chance at learning. I'll do everything in my power as well because I care. Our department has in the past had many students come through with hearing impairment. And as one of those fun little stories to kind of share on that one of our sign language interpreters is actually helping invent the language of printing in ASL. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Emergency preparedness, find your own way out of your own house. Okay, so the schedule on the back is tentative, but it has the week and the start Monday of when they are, and it tells you more or less what it is we're going to be reading through and studying and doing, although the projects are not listed on here, and again, it is tentative. Oh, not again. Lastly, for office hours, you can schedule a time with me and I'll be happy to meet with you and talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you need to talk about grades and how the class is going or anything like that, I'm available. I think I'm approachable, says the background. And we can schedule the times as works for you. I'm mostly available in the middle of the day between around 11 and 2, because those are the times that my younger daughter will be taking her nap, or so we think. She's in the middle of a kind of change between the 2 naps of last semester and the 1 nap of now as a toddler. Anyways, it's been good yakking at you. I look forward to talking with you all. Thank you again for joining me in this class, and I think we're going to have some fun.